cross-eyed.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Knitting on Our Jeans. If you're
Hi.
new, thank you very much for joining us. I'm Liz or Elizabeth.
Well, we also have to welcome the people who are back.
I just said that. That's how I said.
New people.
I said, welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, well, how about if they're old?
Welcome back.
Yes, sorry.
It was implied. If you are a returning viewer and
we're so happy you're here,
did not understand the implied gratitude that you are continuing to watch us.
It's there.
It's there.
Okay. I didn't get it.
You all should know it is 1:30 on Sunday morning because
I had to grade papers and then I had to make up a quiz. Why are my glasses crooked? Make up a quiz, and then I had to post a summary of the PowerPoints, and I got all that done so that tomorrow I can work on a journal article. So much fun!
Yay!
Yes. I'm wearing my Botanical pullover that I've noticed that the sleeves are too short.
So sad.
So sad. But I've got yarn back here. This...
Is it that one? I think it's the one that's behind my head. Isn't it? Oh, you moved it. Yeah, it's that one.
I've got leftover yarn, and I'm going to attack these sleeves once I finish my green sweater.
Were they knit from bottom up?
Yes.
Then you should knit them from the bottom up and then graft them.
I thought I'd do here, and then I'd have a cuff that flips up and it'll hide it. Because I was going to say,
because you'll be a half a stitch off if you pick it up.
Well, I already thought about that. I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna have it so it comes back, makes a cuff.
Okay.
Yes.
I just figured I'd point it out.
I appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
I am not wearing something I made, though I do think I need to find a similar looking pattern and make a ton of them. It's a good look on me. It's an A-line.
Well, it's an A-line.
It's an A-line.
Princess line.
Yeah.
It looks really
with
good.
princess seams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ish. But yeah. I got mine on Amazon because I saw it and I was like, you're really cute.
You coming home with me?
Yeah. So, what have you been working on?
I've been working on things like a fiend. So, okay. So, we had a small problem in that this is Basquiat by Neighborhood Fiber.
On Studio Sock.
Right. And I bought it last year at Rhinebeck. And I bought 4 skeins for a sweater. Sweater's quantity. And I had to attach the next skein of yarn. And I did.
And my mother did not do what she always tells me to do, which is you lay out your skeins and you plan out your skeins, because sometimes even if they are all dyed at the same time, they do not look extremely similar. Some of them, like with my Reflected Lines cardigan, I had one very green skein, so that became my collar. So what did Mother have to do?
I had to rip them out by about 3 inches?
I'd say it was 2 inches. I thought it was like 2 inches.
Okay. And ripped out 2 inches.
And we found a better skein
to match. And so we've now got our gradient going. Because
it ended up being that she picked out 4 skeins that kind of made a gradient kind of look. So it works out.
See, there's some wacko thing going. No.
Oh, is that where you joined?
Yeah, and I'm not sure what happened. I think the stitch thing got caught. I'm not sure. Anyway, I am up to the armholes in this. So I will stand up. So you're not helping here.
I know, because I just saw that
it goes down to my hip. So I think it'll be really good. This is my own design. And I thought of a couple different ways to do the sleeves. Patterning on the sleeves. So I will probably do the most intense pattern on the sleeve. And when I get it done, then hopefully I'll write it up. And we will tell you all when I post it. And I think I'll probably price it pretty inexpensively. I'll probably put it on the free patterns for a couple days. And we'll let you know about that. And then I'll have it so that there's a price on it. But I'm really excited about it, and I can also see a different way that I want to do the front. Not a different way, but an expanded way to do the front. I've put it on waste yarn, and I really like the way it looks. So I'm very happy with this. I think I'm going to really like the color. I am now alternating skeins like a fiend. And yeah, so all's good. See, there's the bind off for the sleeve on that side. So it's doing really well, but it's being put into hibernation for the moment because we are now working on my dad's sweater. So you saw my mom's scarf last week. And once it fully dried, it was fine.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, so it's doing fine. I can't remember what I did with it.
So how's Grandpa's sweater going?
Grandpa's Poppy's sweater.
Yes, Poppy's sweater.
Is doing very fine. If I can get the tangle out. This is the sleeve I finished, and I mentioned that I was leaving the markers for where I had done the decreases. That's so I could match it up with the other sleeve. So here's the most finished sleeve. Here's the almost finished sleeve. And I've done from here to here today.
Yeah.
While working in the dental office and watching television, Saturday Night Live, and all that.
Midsummer Murders.
Midsummer Murders, a fave of ours. And so right now I have done the last decrease, and so I need to knit for about another inch, and then I go into the cuff. So I will definitely finish this sleeve tomorrow, and then I will have to read up on what I'm doing with the button bands, because while you're supposed to read these patterns before you start on them, I'm dyslexic. I don't remember these things. My husband will say, you know, we've seen this television show before. And I was like, yeah, I remember seeing the television show before. I don't remember who did it. So it's a great surprise. So
My favorite is when he says that, and I haven't seen it, and I go, oh, good. Just don't tell me who, you know, did it,
Right.
and we'll be good. And he's like, well, why do we have to watch it again? And I'm like, because I haven't seen it. So there.
Anyway, so this is coming along really nicely, but I know that there is a button band. Remember, it is a cardigan, and what's left will be the button band, which goes into the collar. So that's moving along. And then the next thing, I'll finish the sleeve on that, cycle back around to work on my green sweater, which I left downstairs purposefully because I couldn't remember whether I'd shown you the progress on that before or not, and I haven't done anything with it since I bound off for the armholes, which was October 30th. So now the next step is to
finish the darn thing.
Decrease on the armholes and go on up for 8 inches, 8.5 inches and I've separated the front from the back. And yeah, basically finish the damn thing. So finish the front, finish the back. The back is probably going to be the easiest thing to finish at the moment. Kinda. I just have to leave space for about 2 inches for the braid, maybe 1.5 inches for the braid. The front will have a piece that comes up and then makes a braid that goes around and finishes the back neck edge. And then I will have the sleeves to do. So yes, I'm going to work like a fiend on that. Lucky for me that Thanksgiving comes early this year, so I will take it with me and be working on it constantly, basically. But if I can get the front's the most intense part, I think. So maybe I should finish the front, then finish the back. Because it'll feel like a downhill slide after that.
Well, and then you don't have to take don't have to worry about the charts at Thanksgiving.
Right. Because I have to do that on the computer. Because I haven't printed out that chart. If anybody has any suggestions for good pattern software, knit pattern software, that would be great, because the green sweater is another one that I designed, and the Excel spreadsheet that I wrote it in, if I printed it out, it's huge. So there's got to be better software. And if someone could give
I can't
us
think of what it's called, but
any suggestions, I will label this thread suggestions for software. That would be really helpful.
Well, you've got the designing bug, so that
I
could
do.
just be.
I really do. Yeah, I've got in my head ideas for several sweaters, one scarf. Oh, you know what I left downstairs?
What?
My hat.
You've been working on your hat?
I've been working on my hat. I have
didn't
8
know
rows done
that.
of the pattern.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, darn.
Do you want to go get it?
Wait a minute. Did I bring... I may have it.
No.
No, I brought up... I didn't bring the whole bag up.
Oh,
Rats.
foo.
Well, anyway, I started my colorwork hat.
That's exciting.
It is exciting. Darn. I was so proud of that. And it fits. So I've done the ribbing, which is 1.25 inches, and I've started the patterning. And I can I've started doing about 2 rows a day because it's a lot of color work and cabling. And it's downstairs. So next week, I should be able to show you some progress on the green sweater. With luck, cross our fingers, maybe I can get the front done. And I'll be able to show the hat.
Yeah.
So that would be really good. Yeah, I need to finish the front, then finish the back. But we can do it. It's only November 11th. Happy Armistice Day for everyone. We remember.
Yes.
So that, darn. I meant to bring the whole thing up. Oh, well. What are you working on so assiduously here?
So, I'm finishing my test knit sweater. So, I finished the hem today, and I did the collar, and now I'm working on the right-hand sleeve, and then I'll do the left-hand sleeve. I'm not doing them 2 at a time because it's a pickup, and it's only 1.5 inches, and it's
that's not bad. That'll go fast.
There are no decreases in it, so there's no need to make sure that they're going at the same time. And I just didn't feel like it. But it fits really well. It's kind of funny because if you look at all like the pictures of other people's, like the other tester and the designer, this straight section here, much longer for everyone else because I'm short-waisted. But it fits. I promise it fits. But
well, you're supposed to make it to fit you.
I know. It just looks weird. So I think next time I won't do... Well, no. I won't do as many of the increases here. I'll bring it... So this is a 50 stitch panel. I'd maybe make it a 44 or a 46, just so that it's not... so that the top triangle isn't as deep.
I think it looks lovely.
I love it. It's so pretty. I think I really want to wear it with those gray pants, but the gray pants that I want to wear it with aren't available on sale yet.
They're not for sale yet.
They're coming soon. They're not even in pre-order. I want those pants. Cuz I want to wear it for Thanksgiving. I mean, I can wear it to Thanksgiving with just jeans. But I can't wait to be able to wear it to work with those gray pants. They're light gray, straight leg pants that I really think will look really good because they have pockets.
Pockets are good.
And pockets are good. But yeah, so I'm really excited that this is getting done. I have also today been ignoring my grandfather's sweater.
But you got...
But I did. I got up. I got a lot of progress on it yesterday. So, look, we actually have sleeves that you can see now. It's not just like, me telling you. So, I've done...
That's really good.
I know. I've done 6 straight inches. Or, it ends up being... It was 6... It's 6-ish. Maybe 5.5. Whatever. It's 6 inches. And then from there, you do 12 sets of 6-row decreases. So you do a decrease and then 5 straight, decrease, 5 straight, So I'm on the first of that. I've done my second decrease. So I'm hoping that I can get these done. I know I said I wanted it done by this weekend so I could wash it. It didn't happen.
Soon.
I'm hoping to be done with the knitting at some point this week so I can cast on Poppy's sweater. Or I can figure out the yardage and make sure that I have the yardage for Poppy's sweater. And then I can start to figure out if I need more yardage, if I want to if when we go to neighborhood I can just get a coordinating skein or just another skein of this color, but it'll be a different dye lot, so then I'll do cuffs and collar and all that in the other dye lot. But I want to get Poppy's sweater started this week. And I think his will go faster because his has cables.
And it's interesting.
And that's interesting.
Makes sense.
But the reason, so this, if you all don't remember, is the Gramps sweater by Tin Can Knits. And the reason why it doesn't have all of its contrast color on it yet is because I think this is Petworth by Neighborhood Fiber Co. on the Studio Worsted base.
It's super saturated.
It's super saturated, and I believe it's an over dye color, so it has a bit of wash off onto my hands. Since I haven't been knitting with it, you can't tell, but yesterday when I was knitting with it, I had like a mark on my finger from where my yarn tracks, so I want to wash it like through the washer, probably on like, I'm probably going to put it in on delicate, but up to the highest temperature it can go. Or should I put it on hand wash with the highest temperature?
I do that.
Hand wash with the highest temperature it can go because I want to get all of the color out as much as possible.
Before you put the other color
before I put the other color on and do the final, and do like actual blocking and washing of it, because we should, I want to actually wash this before giving it to Grandpa, because who knows when it'll get washed again. I love him. He's just not the most domestically enabled. Yes. So that's that. And the same with like Poppy's. I'm definitely not going to give it to him at Thanksgiving. Like that one, I think you can give it to him at Thanksgiving.
If I get the button band done.
If you get the button band done.
And that's only if I get the green sweater done, because I want those imaginary internet points.
But I definitely think I can get Poppy's sweater. If I just knock it out, I can get Poppy's sweater done by Christmas. And that one I definitely want. Right, that'll definitely be done. But mine, I'm saying, because I definitely want that to go, like I definitely want that to go through the wash once or twice.
Okay, well this will be done for Christmas. Mom is done for Christmas, and everybody else I think is getting store-bought whatever. Yeah.
We should take a look at that quilt we brought home from Nan's, see if we can do the binding on that, or do we want to do that for Mother's Day?
I think that's Mother's Day. There's only so much I can do. Especially since, well, once I get past the journal article, we'll see.
Okay.
See.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. So, I don't know if you all saw on Instagram, but I got to the gusset of my sock.
Cool.
And then I tried it on, and it was way too small. So, I think I have another stripe, at least one more color to go. Maybe two. Or should I finish out the color repeat? I just don't want them to be too long.
You have at least one more color, then try it on again.
Well, then I should do it now before we get, because, like, I wanted to bring this in the car for tomorrow.
Well, you're going to wake up.
I can wake up and do it. You're right. So that's been my purse knitting and my subway knitting. I can get either a full color repeat or between 3 and 6 colors done on a subway ride. Because
depending on whether there's a delay or not.
Yeah. And if I get a seat immediately, and if I can get my knitting out, so that's been pretty good. I do have to say this Nomadic Yarn really frogged well. Like, it really frogged well and knit back really well.
It looks lovely.
Yeah, and it's, oh my goodness, it's
nice.
So nice. It's going to be so long wearing. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. And the colors make me so happy. And actually the pattern is really clever, and I'm really excited to do the heel turn. Because I got up to that point, I set up for the heel turn, and then a coworker asked me, because I was usually I knit wherever I eat lunch, or wherever I get lunch from, or in the park, but it was frigid on Friday, and I went and got Chipotle, and the Chipotle was like packed, so I ended up going to our little like cafeteria, and I ate my food there, and so I was knitting, and so someone asked me what I was doing, and it was just so much easier to be like, it's a sock. And everyone's like, for you? And I'm like, yes, for me. And so I took off my shoe and I took off my sock. And I was like, it's too small. Well, shit. Yes, it was very funny. I started cursing at my knitting and people were looking at me a little strange. And I was like, hey, I'm not knitting a sock for anyone but myself. And they were like, reasonable. But I have had this yarn caked up and staring at me from the side of my couch this week, saying, you want to make a hat out of me. You want to make a hat out of me. So I found out what the pattern was for a hat I was given in a swap that I really like, and I think that'll look really good in. Nice. So I think I'll buy that pattern.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I think I'm going to buy that pattern and do that. And then I also think I want to make a hat out of this because I want to know how it knits up
before you buy something.
Well, before I buy a sweater quantity. So the sweater I want to make out of this is Lulu, and I can't remember who it's by.
Keep talking. I'll look up Lulu.
Loulou. And so it has a stitch pattern, an all-over stitch pattern. Amy Miller. And it has this little, like, quilted kind of stitch pattern.
Oh.
That you can't really see. Maybe you can.
We're terrible at this.
Well, I know we've been doing this for a year, but we'll keep trying.
How come everybody else can show these things and we're just in there you go.
You just have to block everything out. So you see the stitch pattern
there.
Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, so that's written for worsted. Yes, I know, I'm aware. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that same stitch pattern with a hat in this colorway to see how that knits up, because this is in fingering. And so I figured in a hat it would be able to show that stitch pattern really nicely. And then I could see if I like how it's going to knit up. I really think I do. And I think also that sweater would look great with any of those pants I showed you before. Yes, I'm trying to figure out this whole like office wear appropriate for winter kind of thing. Because when I work on site, you wear jeans and a sweater. But I can't wear jeans every day to the office. Oh, that's really pretty.
That may be also what I bought this for.
Maybe. Yeah, so that's what's been staring me in the face while I've been trying to get my test knit sweater, the epaulette sweater and Grandpa's sweater done.
That's
so what are you talking about here, Ma?
I decided that my new look is going to be
leggings.
I keep forgetting the word. Leggings and tunics. So I mentioned that when I was up at Rhinebeck, I started snooping at the Aran weight, the chunkier yarn, and really didn't see anything that I liked. So I ordered some from Webb's. And so I then also was casing the tunic patterns. So here's one by Adrienne Bettadini. Oh, God.
Here.
There. Cables. All right. And this
is a beautiful Debbie Bliss tweed.
Yes. Donegal luxury tweed Aran that doesn't look very Aran-y. It does look like it would be more worsted. And that's what this pattern calls for. So I have
lots of it.
I have easily 2,000 yards of this stuff.
Good.
So there's that. But wait, there's more.
It doesn't even say that. Oh, it's in Vogue. Oh, okay.
Right.
You probably have the pattern.
I have the pattern. I know I have the pattern. It's over there someplace.
Yep.
And then, going back to my queue, I had these patterns picked out before I went up to Rhinebeck, so I knew what I wanted to be looking at. And then I thought this there was also a really neat tunic pattern.
It is. It's really pretty.
And I have yarn for that too. This is, oh, that's a pretty good rendition.
That's Ella. It's Ella Ray.
Hold on. Ella Ray Lace Merino Chunky.
I love how Ella Ray calls everything lace merino and then what it is.
Really
like,
is.
That is not lace, ma'am.
No, this is not lace. So there's 121 yards in each skein, and I have a gazillion skeins down here on the floor.
That'll look really pretty on you.
I think it'll look really nice, and I'm really excited about that. So this yarn came in. So that's what I ordered
a while back. 2-3 weeks ago.
Thursday at Rhinebeck. Thursday night at Rhinebeck. I ordered this.
Okay.
So that came in. But wait.
There's more.
So what else came in was the order from Nitty City.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a very cute Nitty City bag. You should tell Purl that I went nuts over it.
Well, I don't get to go to Nitty City that much. It's uptown. It's too far uptown for me to go on the regular. I used to see them all the time because of the Bryant Park stuff. Okay, so I'm
missing one color. It's not the color that I thought I was missing.
Oh.
Yes. So Nitty City has been in business for over 10 years. And Madeline Tosh and they got together just before their 10-year anniversary to make 10 colors that were just for Nitty City. And they're based on visions of New York. This is a little bit more orange. There it goes.
Radio City Music Hall.
Right.
That's so cute.
Yes. This is beautiful. This is called Hudson River.
Oh, that's so fun.
Isn't that gorgeous? This is the one I didn't think I was going to get. This is called Manhattan Schist. Mm-hmm. So I really don't know off the top of my head which one I didn't get, but the end. This was going back to the don't make any financial decisions when you're coming out of anesthesia.
Yeah,
I somehow wandered over to the Nitty City website, and they said that one of our colors is missing, and I thought they said it was Manhattan Schist. Must
have been something else.
Must have been something else. So I said, well, I've wanted those things since they came out with them. Mm-hmm. It's time to order before they all disappear. This is, hold on, we'll get, no, it's right there. 79th Street Sunset. I love it.
It's so pretty.
I love this.
I like it.
Okay. In fact, I loved all the colors except for perhaps one, but we'll figure that one out. This is
I see which one.
Central Park Cobblestone.
Okay.
I love it. Love it, love it. This is great. This is Pearlescence, and I think it's from like Pearl Street downtown, or it's after Purl, who owns Nitty City. Either way, it's a pink,
and
gray.
Like gray. It's really pretty.
Very nice.
You lost your mind.
No,
this is fantastic.
This is New York Aquarium.
Uh-huh.
This is great.
It's a bit more green in the actual skein than it's showing up.
But it's lovely. Lovely.
Oh, hi.
This is called Brooklyn Brownstone. I don't see a brownstone in it.
I think I need a sweater in that.
But it is glorious. It's a red-orange, as you can see. It's a little more red than it's coming out, but it is beautiful. And then there's this, which has a lovely
The Gowanus Canal?
No, this is the Grand Central Ceiling. So it's the green of the ceiling with all the stars.
This is more Grand Central Ceiling.
No.
It's more teal than anything, than green.
In the waiting room, when you look up and see the starlights in it? Well, whatever.
I guess I see it in the evening more than any time.
I'm usually seeing it in bright daylight.
Oh, then I guess that might be it.
This is the one I'm not crazy about, but I think that it could be mixed with something. It will be just fine.
In color work, it will be just fine.
In color work, it'll be just fine. Exactly. So, can you believe it? I love this stuff.
You're great. I love it.
And I'm just sorry that I'm missing
one of them.
One of the other colors. But these colors are great. You could do a magnificent fade with these. Can you see?
Yeah.
These?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and add in the thing that's in there. I mean, it's just beautiful. So I
could
do
a yoked something.
Well, I'm thinking that I could do any number of different sweaters as a fade.
Mm-hmm.
As possible. So anyway, there's that. Then I had mentioned that I wanted to dye that yarn.
Mm-hmm.
So Wilton now has what they call a color performance color system. I have never played with food coloring where you made the colors all yourself. So
really
this will be a formula for making the colors that we want. So I got this. But just in case we couldn't make the colors that we really wanted, this is called, this was like neon colors.
Oh
so
my
we
God,
now have
I like the teal.
Neon food coloring.
And then?
But then, there's more. Can you tell someone should have taken the computer? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
12,
24. Here. Help. 24 Wilton colors. And even though I have some of the colors left, mine have been
through the ringer.
Through the ringer. And you can no longer read what the colors are. So we now have brand new colors. And
I wonder if this is a breakable black.
We'll find out. Usually they break.
Because I think that's really fun. I don't know. Like every time someone says like, oh no, my black broke, I half want to be like, I'll take a sweater in that.
That's not terrible at all.
Like it looks like an oil slick.
That's going to be a beautiful teal.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be interesting to see if the red breaks.
That's a burgundy. Oh.
There's a burgundy. I've got
this
Kelly
also
green,
half makes me want to make all of the cakes.
Violet.
And like do a whole bunch of decorating.
Well, not with these, you don't.
No, with the old ones.
Well, that's true.
I use the old ones for that.
That is absolutely true.
Not the new
so
set.
We got that. I subscribed to PomPom. So the new PomPom came in.
It's so cute. Look at that cover sweater. Look at that.
Color blocking.
I think it's so cute.
This I like, except for the bubbles.
Which can totally be not knit.
Yeah. Here's, it's called Tabular. And I think it's really
cool.
pretty.
Yeah, I think it'd look really good with... I think a sweater like that.
And this...
Oh, that's pretty.
Is pretty. A sweater like this in what?
Like that would be really cute with that skirt you tried on earlier. The high-waisted long skirt. Not that one. That one.
Yes. That would be pretty. This is an interesting shawl, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's really pretty. I really do like PomPom. And then look at this.
Cables and a colorwork yoke.
I have that yak.
Ooh.
That I didn't like the pattern that I had planned for it. So I'm thinking I have to look at how many colors this has. I think I have 4 colors of that yak.
We can modify this. That looks to be 1, 2, 3.
Well, don't count the gray.
I'm not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can modify
I have
it.
other colors. I got the Rowan other colors.
Right, I mean, we can modify it.
So we've got all kinds of things. So there's that sweater. I mean, it's just...
It's gorgeous.
Really nice. I do really...
And then I like these. I don't like... I'm not going to fade a pair of socks. But it's a really simple knee sock
pattern.
Like formula. So just for like how to do a knee sock, I've seen a bunch of patterns out. This one is really the only one that's made sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't read them correctly or been in the right headspace to read them correctly. But I'm really excited because then I can make some knee socks that I've had planned.
Sounds like a plan.
I hope
All right,
so.
so then there's that. So that I knew was coming at some point. But then I had been looking at
Laine. That's 3. Here's 2. 1.
And Brooklyn General was the only place I could find online that had all 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start with 3 because it's in my hand. And in here they not only have knitting, but they have weaving
and
directions and some cooking because they have Nordic pancakes in one of these things.
I think it's that one.
But they have some really
They have
beautiful...
it looks like they have about 1 sock per book. That's
yes.
really cute.
And then there was a color work
I also like that
top in here. Ooh.
Oh, those mitts.
Mitts are really pretty.
I really want to make my cold as F mitts this winter because Friday I needed them. Mostly just to be like, read it.
The dress is in the beginning here. Okay, so there's this.
Oh my goodness, I didn't show you. I'll take a photo of it and post it. I made a list at work of, we have these little,
here's another Icelandic kind of sweater.
I think they're about this big. We have pads of paper that are about this big that have our, logo and all that on it. And I wrote out my sweaters that I want to knit in the next year.
How many did you
It's outrageous. And my desk mate keeps on saying, so you're going to knit me one, right? And I go, uh-huh, after all that.
Look at this.
Wow, that's really pretty.
I like that.
But, like, I realized I didn't put, like, 3 or 4 sweaters on there that I really want to knit.
This.
Wow.
Really pretty with a lace panel on the side.
Yeah.
Really nice. But then there's a dress.
I know, it's in the front.
I missed it. Crumb. Anyway, there's a dress in here that looks really fascinating.
You show them 2. I'll look through, or 1.
Really fascinating podcast here. Oh, look. I love this dress. Whether I wear it as a dress or I make it as a tunic, I don't care. But it's
really pretty.
I think as a tunic it would be great.
I half want to make it as a skirt.
You could make it as a skirt, cut it there.
Yeah.
And, yes. So I saw that and said that needs
really
to
pretty.
be a tunic. And so I may look at the Debbie Bliss Tweed. I have to see what weight this is. This is Ramju DK. I'd have to check the gauge.
You could also go down a size.
Yep. We will figure this out. So I have this Laine, and then there was in 2, I believe I picked this up because of a color work top that's in here.
There's a few color work that you really
another
liked. And another great sock.
Beautiful
I like the
sock
that's in 1 too. There's a cabled sock in number 1. That's really pretty.
It's fabulous.
Yes.
And I'm really wanting to make up that yak. Absolutely. So, what comes first? Well, finishing what I've got on the needles would be a good thing. Here's another just plain tunic.
That would be good for the boat.
That would be okay for the boat.
Well, no, to have, like, to throw on. Like, if you make it out of a cotton
made of a linen?
Yeah, linen.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's possible.
A linen or a bamboo.
Yeah. That's really possible.
It's a really simple shape. You could throw a belt on it and just get off the boat.
Yes, that's true. But that sweater that I'm making the pattern for, I want to do with a variation. And I think I've got some turquoise. I certainly have sweater quantities up there.
Yep.
That, that cotton that you got me for my birthday or Christmas one year. Would be
the
right
Nerd Girl?
The Nerd Girl would be pretty in that simple shift because the color
I don't know if you have enough of it.
Well, I've got 4 skeins. I've got about 1,600 yards. We could see how far it goes. I'm going to stand up and pick it from the shelf so that you know what we're talking about.
It was a random fandom. I think it's called... Actually, I don't remember, but I know that it was based...
called Proton Pack.
Yes, it was based on Ghostbusters. The new one, I believe.
And I have 4 skeins of this. There's 420 yards, so I have 1,680 yards of this cotton. So I think that would be...
So, actually, it's, you would knit a 34 or 37?
Probably a 37.
It says it takes 115 yards of fingering. 1,115, sorry.
Oh, I have more than enough.
You have more than enough. You could make it a little bit longer.
This would be great.
Yeah.
As that second sweater.
As that... Oh, the second one of your... What
My
you're knitting.
design,
Yeah.
yes.
But I think that would look really good as yeah.
Yes, I think that would be pretty. So then I just pulled this off the shelf. And I think for the second version of the sweater that I'm designing would be good in this. So I'm going to put that down there. And that's what I lost my mind over last week.
Yeah.
Our advent calendars haven't come yet.
I forgot that you got us those.
Yes.
I'm excited about
We've
those.
got 2 different kinds. My hair is driving me nuts. And the rubber band is in the bathroom. Oh, well. Yeah, so
I lost my big hair clip at some point on Friday.
Really?
Like, I clipped it to, like, my shirt when I was walking because I wanted to take it with me to work. And I'd worn it all day on Thursday, like, coming home. And it's nowhere to be found, so I think I clipped it to my shirt and it might have fallen or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I'll go and get a new one from CVS or something. So, yeah, no, I think we've exhausted all.
Well, because I left my hat downstairs.
Well, yes.
I'm so disappointed. But so I've been making, it's really pretty.
I'm very excited.
Very pretty. Next week, I will make sure I bring the hat upstairs and I will bring the coat fabric upstairs.
Yes.
So
we will bring both of our coat fabrics.
You can see how well this hat will go with the coat. I'm really, really pleased with that. So, yeah, I think we have come to the end and it's time to start weaving in those ends. Thank you all for coming by.
And we will see you next week.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye-bye.